Priorities are going to change when you become mum and dad. You're now 3. So you do need to look at things in a completely different way, and you need to discuss things that you're not going to be the same people as you were. You're not going to be able to just sit and do what you want to do. You need to take into account the baby's needs as well. But this can be really exciting.
Our relationship definitely changed from the moment our son came along. He's an absolute joy and so much fun to be with, but obviously he has his own needs and we had to change our lifestyle.
It's really important to acknowledge one another's feelings during this time, because you're both very tired, you're both in a completely new situation, experience. You need to communicate with your partner to say what you want.
It was scary being a first-time mum, a bit daunting as a new person enters your life. They completely rely on you.
Being a first-time mum is quite scary, worrying, because you don't know really whether you're doing it right or not.
When you've had your baby, you will experience a range of emotions. You may feel real happiness that you've got your baby, and then the next minute you're really sad for your life that you haven't got anymore, your work colleagues, that other people are out. There's so many different things. Allow yourself to have these emotions. It's totally normal that you have all these feelings, and your life is going to be very different, and you will come to terms with the emotions. Remember that this is only a very small amount of your life. You may not feel qualified or happy to look after your baby at this time, but you really are the best person to look after this child. Having a baby can be very confusing. You get lots of advice from all well-meaning people. You've just got to remember that this is your baby, and your baby is different from everybody else's. So take the advice, take the bits that you want to, and discard the other bits. Your baby is different from the next door neighbour's baby, so what works for them is not necessarily going to work for you. So talk things over with your partner. Decide what advice you're going to use. Make a plan, but remember, plans can always change. Something to remember after you've had the baby is that you are still a couple. You are still the 2 people that had this baby together. So book special nights out, book a babysitter and go out for a meal, go to the cinema. You don't have to go out for hours and hours. It could just be an hour down the road, and then you're there, you've got the telephone, somebody can phone you if you need to go back. But just remember, you need to talk about other things other than the baby. It's also really important to remember that you are separate people as well as a family now. So you should do things on your own as well. So you go out with your friends, let your partner go out with his friends. So you've also got something to talk about then that's not the baby.
It's important to spend time with your partner, quality time, just because then you still get to enjoy each other's company rather than stressing out and things like that. It just helps you relax more.
Your common interests become your kid, which is fun because everything's an experience. Every single day is a new learning. If someone's at home with him and the other one isn't, then you come home to a whole story of the things that my son done today.
There is no right or wrong time to have sex. It really depends on how you feel and how your partner feels. You could feel bruised, you could have had stitches, you may be frightened of what's going to happen. Sometimes dads can feel that the birth didn't go as it was expected, and it can be really quite traumatic for a dad to see a birth. And if it was traumatic, then they can actually be quite frightened of going near mum again. So that's something that needs to be talked about, and sometimes you may need extra help with this. It may also be difficult when a baby doesn't have a regular sleep pattern. So remember, cuddles can be just as important as sexual intercourse. When you are ready, you will know you're ready, so don't worry about it, it will happen. So after all this advice that you've been given, remember that 2 become 3, and that's a family, so enjoy it.